Over the course of the past few years, I've spoken to a lot of small business owners and especially entrepreneurs in the startup sector who are looking at doing something to do with content marketing or thought leadership, perhaps for the first time. Disproportionately, they have two things they are interested, two questions. The first question is, well, we've heard such great things about content marketing and inbound, and we understand its potential, but what exactly are we going to say? The second question is, where should we say it? There's a lot of talk at the moment about YouTube and about podcasting and about blogging and about guest posting, and it's a little bit overwhelming if you're just thinking about doing this kind of activity for the first time. You know you're not going to be able to cover every single possible channel effectively. So how do you prioritize the channels at your disposal? Now, the first question of what should we say is a big question. There are a lot of different variables that go into coming up with an effective content marketing calendar or a thought leadership calendar. Your SEO strategy, what are your competitors talking about? What's actually interesting? What are your users who you are interviewing, both your success stories and those who left you, what are they saying is unique? I'll go into those in another series of video blogs, but let's just talk today about distribution, or that question of, well, where should we say it? So when I think about marketing channels, I personally always like to divide them into two schematics. The first schematic is on-site and off-site. You have on-site channels, which are your own digital real estate. So if you go today and you set up a website, you buy yourself a domain name for your business, you buy yourself hosting. Now you have a piece of real estate on the internet that you can go and develop a blog on. Offsite, by contrast, places that you don't own. And that can be even channels that you think you own, like your LinkedIn and your Facebook page. You think those are yours, but they're not really yours. Anytime you build on social media, you are subject to the terms of service of a third-party provider. Now, I'm not saying don't post on social media. I'm saying that you have to bear in mind that those are not your owned channels. Those are channels that you're syndicating through. And that's really my central recommendation when it comes to where should we publish. My recommendation is to start with the long approach, because content marketing and inbound marketing are long approaches. They're long games. So start by building up your own digital real estate and then syndicate out to social media. Now, I don't recommend starting to publish things on social media and then syndicating back to your website, for the most part, with one exception. That one exception is if you're guest posting. Typically, if you have guest posting opportunities, they're going to be looking for 100% original content. Therefore, you're going to have to give them something original, and you're going to have to start offsite, and then you might want to syndicate back. Now, there are very specific SEO reasons why I'm making these two recommendations. Recommendation one, in the first instance, start by developing your own channels. Syndicate to social media. Leverage your social networks to get your audiences interested in your content, but don't build your content there, except if you're guest posting. And how much guest posting should you do versus posting on your own website? There's not really a hard and fast rule in this respect. I would recommend something like 80-20, 70-30. Put the majority of your effort into building up your own channels. And if you can leverage some really good opportunities to get yourself in front of new audiences, go for those, but don't make that the cornerstone of your content marketing strategy. Hope this video is useful. If you'd like to get more information about me and the type of services I offer to clients, check out my website at rosehillmarcom.com.